In this lesson we'll set up our fill light using the sky dome light. So let's create one. So this is what we've got at the moment. We're going to go to Arnold, Lights, and create a sky dome light. And now you can see it's super bright there. And what we'll do is just map this with an image. And so the type of image that this is expecting is something called a lat long by default. Okay, so I've just looked this up on a. So this is an example. This middle one is an example of a lat long image. You can see it's got a 360-degree view of the scene there. It wraps around a sphere. Okay, you've also got this light probe, which is those probes that you see people walking around on film sets with, a mirrored ball, and they might have taken a picture to get the lighting setup of the scene. So this doesn't cover 360 degrees, and there's two versions of this, which is the angular version and just the regular mirror ball. So the regular mirror ball is basically just the picture of the mirror ball, and without anything done to it, you just crop it to the size of the ball. And the other version is the angular, which would be adjusted in a program, and you'd adjust it so that this distortion comes in a little bit, so that the number of pixels taken up by the middle section is slightly less, so that the outside gets a little bit more resolution, okay, so that you get better rendering. We don't really use this very often. This is the one that we use the most, this lat long, where you get the whole environment there. Okay, so in this case what we're going to do is we're just going to use an image, and again we're going to use the same image that we're using for the background, and we're going to use it for the wraparound. So I'm just going to click on this and click on File, and we'll just grab this from the Source Images folder. So I'll just go to Source Images, I'm going to go to Background and go to Background Low and just say Open. And so now you can see that we're getting some lighting, which is green, from the image. Okay, so it's wrapped its way around here. If I just go to perspective here, you can see this is where it is. And if you rotate the light, you're going to change your lighting. Okay, so that's what I'm getting, and you can see you're getting some green tint from the sky, and this is the image coming around here. Okay, you can adjust the intensity. So if I go to the dome light and come in here, you can adjust the intensity and the resolution. The resolution is based on your image, and if you want more detail from it in terms of the lighting, you can increase this resolution. I don't normally have to do that unless I'm in an interior scene with lots of little lights, so I don't generally do that. But if I change that to 2000, you can see the difference there. It's it will sample it with better accuracy, the image with better accuracy, with the important sampling. So you can increase the intensity here. You can see it's going to get brighter. I'm just going to leave it on 1, I think, for now. Once we get our shaders on, we can adjust the amount of light coming out of these lights. Okay, so you can see we've got mirror ball there and angular. These are the different types of images you can put in there. They don't have to be HDR. As you can see, we've got a JPEG in here, and they still work, but the HDR will work better because it's going to shoot out more light from the bright parts of the image, and high dynamic range images have more information in the bright parts. So something like the sky in this image here, if this was a HDR image, would give off a lot of brightness in the scene here. So we've got our key light here, which is the area light, and then we've got our fill light here, which is the dome light. So I'm going to save my scene here to make sure I don't lose my work. Make sure you do the same.